Hello everybody, my name is Ryan or MandRproductions, and welcome to another episode of LEGO Worst to First. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the LEGO Star Wars mini set line, which was available in 2003 and 2004. I have a very specific set of parameters for this video because otherwise it would be crazy how many mini sets there are. Defining a mini set being a set that was released in 2003 or 2004 that has the mini packaging on it. So if it doesn't have that word mini on it, it's not going to count for this particular list. I know there's been many polybags since that I would agree that are mini sets, but they weren't branded as such, so they're not going to count for this list. Those will probably come on another video about polybags in general. Anyway, if you guys do enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, of course, consider subscribing, and if you have anything to say, leave in the comments section below. Let me know if I got this list right or wrong, and if you have any suggestions for future LEGO Worst to First videos, drop them down there too. So the LEGO Star Wars mini line only lasted for about 2 years. It came about in 2003 and was last seen in 2004 and hasn't been around since. Now, there have been polybags with small mini builds since then, but the mini line, as it were, no longer exists. The cool thing about it to me was the packaging. These were available when I was first getting big into LEGO Star Wars back in 2003 and 2004, and it's really cool what they did with it. They had this really cool packaging on it that you could actually stick a LEGO brick onto. It was made out of hard plastic, so it actually works. Some of them came in polybags that you'll see as well, and the pricing for these was either $4 or $7, depending on whether it was one of these smaller mini sets or bigger mini sets. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start out with the worst LEGO Star Wars mini set. So at number 18, aka the worst LEGO Star Wars mini set, I've chosen the Sith Infiltrator. I feel like this is a pretty rough looking model. I mean, it does roughly resemble the Sith Infiltrator, and it does have a really cool printed piece on top. They actually did a lot of cool work with these mini sets like that, but this one I was just never feeling. I would never actually own this one, and it just doesn't look all that great to me. It looks like a really rough version. It looks flat. It's got the studs on top, which don't look all that great. It's got these weird like blue sections on it too, so overall it's just not the best looking ship. Even the landing gear on the bottom just doesn't look all that great. It looks kind of funky. They could have shortened it up a little, probably made it look better, but they didn't. So that is the Sith Infiltrator at number 18. Moving on to number 17, I've chosen the LEGO Sebulba's Pod Racer and Anakin's Pod Racer set. This was one of those $4 sets, I believe, because it was smaller. It looks pretty cool. I mean, the Pod Racers aren't all that bad, but they just don't hold up to today's standards, and compared to the rest of the mini sets, I'd rather have almost every other mini set except for these. These are another one that I didn't own, and they just don't look all that great to me. They just kind of look like a rough version of the ships they are representing and don't really provide a lot of play value other than racing them around. I reluctantly put the Mini Tie Fighter in at number 16. This was a polybag, and I don't know, it's only 12 pieces, which is pretty crazy for them to make a TIE Fighter that actually looks half decent for that many pieces, and unfortunately I just wasn't about this one. Compared to the rest of the mini sets, this one just lacks anything unique about it. It doesn't have a printed tile on top like some of the other sets. It just doesn't have a lot going on for it, and I mean, I think it's a really cool set, but it's going to sit at number 16 on my list. Number 15, I've chosen the Polybag X-Wing Fighter. It's another polybag much like the X-Wing that looks really good. It actually has a lot of cool printed pieces on it, and I like the design of it. I think they did a cool job using the transparent piece for the windshield on the top there. The engines look great, but the one thing I really don't like about this set is the shaping of the front of the ship. They didn't really have cheese slopes back in 2003, 2004, so you couldn't really get that front point correct, and it just looks weird with the studs there. This set also came out in Japan in a kabaya box, which is really cool. I'm actually getting some of these for a video, so keep your eye out for those, and it's just a really cool different type of packaging that they did for this in Japan. So you have the polybag from America and Europe, and then you have the box from Japan. At number 14, I've chosen the X-Wing Fighter with TIE Advance, just one spot ahead of the single lone X-Wing Fighter. I believe the X-Wing Fighter in this mini set is the exact same model. You just also get a TIE Advanced Fighter, which is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. Darth Vader's TIE Fighter looks alright. My only issue with it is that it has a lot of blue on it, and I don't like the way blue looks on TIE Fighters. That blue color just does not work with TIE Fighters and LEGO at all, so I think that looks really weird, and that's one of the reasons I put this set so low on the list, is it just doesn't look like it's the right color. At number 13, I've chosen the Slave One with Jedi Starfighter. This was one of my very first LEGO Star Wars sets that I can remember, and it's actually a really cool one. The Obi-Wan Starfighter has a couple of different printed pieces that give it some great detail on the top of the ship. It also uses that dark transparent piece for its windshield. I love the overall shape of it. I think LEGO did a great job with that. And then the Slave One, of course, also has a really cool printed piece on the bottom of it, which looks amazing. It does a great job getting the overall shape of the Slave One down, and overall I think it's a great set, a great 2-in-1. They go well together, and it works great for only like $4, I think this set was. At number 12, I've chosen the Mini Tie Interceptor, which is a really cool one because it has that printed piece on top. You can barely see it here on the polybag, but it is there. It's got a printed tile on top, which is really cool. It has a very nice design. I really like the way they designed this one. The wings work perfect. They're curved in at the right angle. It just looks wonderful. I love it. It also did come in that Kabaya box. It's one of the 3 sets that did. We already showed the X-Wing, and now we have the Tie Interceptor in the Kabaya box. So the Japanese and North American versions of the polybag, or Europe version, doesn't really matter that way, but I mean, it's just a really cool set. I like this mini one. I remember having it as a kid. It's kind of broken now. At number 11, I've chosen the Republic Gunship from Star Wars Episode 2. This thing looks pretty darn sick. I love the shaping on it. I think they did a great job with it. You can see the top, it has like the missile shooter, has the little ball turrets on the sides next to the area where you would keep the troops. It also has the ball turrets on the side of the wings as well, so it looks great. It uses those dark transparent pieces for the cockpit. Overall, it's a pretty great design, just kind of lacking some of the finer details that you would get on a bigger version, obviously, because it's so small. At number 10, we have the Lego Star Wars Mini AT-ST with Snowspeeder. This is another one of those great 2-in-1s. It comes with the AT-ST, which actually has a printed piece on the front to give it like its detail, which looks great. I love the way Lego did printed pieces for these mini sets to really nail home that detail that otherwise couldn't be there. They actually released the Mini AT-ST back again in like 2010, 2011, and it was basically the same design, except it didn't have that printed piece on the front, and it looked awful. So the printed piece really does make this set. The Snowspeeder also has a small 1x1 printed tile, which really does add to it as well. So great designs on both these, and it's in at number 10. And the 9th best Lego Star Wars mini set is the MTT. This thing looks amazing. I think Lego did a wonderful job. I love the coloring on it. I think it looks wonderful in that aspect as well. It's got the guns at the front. Obviously, it doesn't open up like you could open up the bigger versions to let the battle droids out because it's way too small. But what I found cool is you could actually pull a couple of 2x4 tiles off the top and the back there, and you could actually fit a couple battle droids in this back compartment that was there. Like, you could stuff them in there all bent up, but they would fit, and that was kind of cool for me as a kid to be able to play with. Like, that's something I did, which is awesome. It also does have those inverted tiles on the bottom to allow you to roll it along your floor with ease, so a wonderful model. At number 8, I've chosen the TIE Bomber, and to explain this one, basically, if you bought all 4 of these sets here, you would be able to also build the TIE Bomber because it came with extra pieces in each set that completed the one mini set, like, extra, which is really, really cool. It's something they've only ever done with that, I believe, so you basically bought all 4 and then you got another one, which was awesome. So this TIE Bomber build was amazing. They actually had printed pieces for it, which look great. You can see them here just barely. I have both those printed pieces actually because I have the 2 mini sets that included the mid sections of this. I do not have the 2 mini sets that included the wings, so I never actually completed it myself, but I do have the 2 mid section pieces somewhere in my Lego collection, and it's just great that Lego went so far to go and make an extra mini model to include with 4 of the regular mini models when they were just fine on their own. At number 7, I've chosen the Mini Att Ii. It has all 6 of its legs, and the best part about this is those printed pieces once again. You get the Republic insignia and lots of other little details on the side there. You can also see it's got its guns. It's got all 7 of the main guns on the ship, which look great. I absolutely love it. The front cockpit area looks pretty good too. A little bit off compared to the bigger version, but it still works great to me. At number 6, I've chosen the Mini Boba Fett Slave 1, which much like Jango Fett Slave 1 has that printed piece underneath. It's pretty much the same design as Jango Fett Slave 1, except it's Boba Fett's in a different color, and it looks great. It also did come in that Kabaya box, so you did get the 2 different types of packaging. That rounds out all 3 of the Kabaya box sets that do exist, and it looks really awesome. I love the sand green coloring on it. It was great to get a set with sand green because sand green is a pretty hard color to get, especially back 10 years ago, 15 years ago. At number 5, I've chosen the AT-AT. Now this one doesn't look as good as I remember it, honestly, and I do have it in my collection somewhere in a box, unfortunately, because I have nowhere to put it, but it does look really cool. I mean, obviously the shaping of the top is a little bit off, you know, it's a little rough looking, but I think it still does the job quite well. I love the legs on this thing. I used to love playing around with them, honestly. They work really, really well. The head looks pretty great as well. It has the guns on the top, side, and the bottom, so that works as well. It just overall is a really neat design, gave you a lot of playability, and if you combine this one with the Snowspeeder mini set from earlier in the list, it made a great combo. At number 4, I've chosen another one of those completionist Lego mini sets, and it's if you got all 4 of these, the Millennium Falcon, the AT-AT, the Republic Gunship, and the MTT, you were able to actually build the Y-Wing, and I never was able to actually complete this. I didn't ever get the Republic Gunship, so I'd never actually had all 3 or all 4 sections to complete it, and that's something I would love to go back and do, honestly, because I really like this model, seeing as it's at number 4 on my list. I wish they had released this separately, because I think it looks wonderful. I like it so much. It's a very cool mini set, so it made my number 4. And then there were 3, and starting out, number 3 is the Imperial Shuttle. I love the Imperial Shuttle. If you guys know me, the UCS Imperial Shuttle is actually my favorite LEGO Star Wars set of all time for some reason. I just love the design of the Imperial Shuttle. I love the classic white look of it. It's got this great printed piece for the cockpit area, which looks amazing. I love it. I just an amazing mini set. The wing on top is wonderful. It uses this giant white piece to like get that shape down. Looks great. The wings on the side work great as well. It's got those transparent yellow tiles on the top of everything as well to kind of provide that flash that you get. It's wonderful, and it also has little guns on it. It's got landing gear on the bottom as well that works great, so a wonderful set overall. Number 2 is the LEGO Star Wars Millennium Falcon, which is amazing. Oh, the Millennium Falcon, of course, the classic, the iconic Millennium Falcon. The best thing about this, as with many of these mini sets, is the printed pieces that they were able to get on there. You can see on the side, it's got these tiles, these 2x2 circular tiles that are printed, like with the escape pods or whatever they're supposed to be. It looks great. It's also got the dish on top. You get lots of little details like the cockpit area, which I wish was printed like the other areas, but it works as it is. You get a little engine area in the back, which you can't really see, but it's got transparent blue grill pieces, I believe, or they might be regular tiles. You, of course, get the little turret on top as well, but the best part by far is that giant printed piece on the top to give you all the details. Like, it's got everything. It looks wonderful. You can see all the little details of the Millennium Falcon on the top there. It lines up great with the rest of the ship, and it just adds to this so seamlessly that it makes it look amazing. And finally, number 1, the best LEGO Star Wars mini set, in my opinion, is the Imperial Star Destroyer. This thing is just such a great detailed mini model of the Imperial Star Destroyer. It's got the turrets on the side represented by LEGO studs. It's also got this great use of the binocular piece on top. For some reason, I always liked messing with that on the top. It uses grill pieces throughout to kind of get a little bit of extra detail. The bridge area looks awesome. Overall, it's just like a pretty weighty and bulky LEGO Star Wars mini set, and that, for some reason, this one has always spoken to me. It works so well as a mini set, and I absolutely love it. So that is my favorite LEGO Star Wars mini set of all time. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite LEGO Star Wars mini set? What LEGO Worst to First videos would you like to see me make in the future? And did I get this list right? Is my Worst to First list right? Did I mess some up? Let me know if you would have changed the order in any way, guys. If you enjoyed the video, of course, drop a like, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next one. Check out one of these videos if you haven't seen them yet. Peace out.